Welcome to the Rare History Channel. 10 surprising facts about Chuck Norris. For decades, martial artist and actor Carlos Ray Norris Jr. has been kicking his way into the hearts of action film fans. In addition to his competitive karate career, Norris has starred in a string of successful movies as well as the long-running CBS drama Walker, Texas Ranger. With Norris having reached the milestone age of 80 years old back in March 2020, we're taking a look at some of the more interesting facts about his life and career. Fact number 1. He almost died as a baby. Wilma Norris was just 18 years old when she gave birth to the baby who would grow up to be Chuck Norris. According to his memoir Against All Odds, My Story, Norris' mom endured an exhausting 7 days of labor, during which doctors feared for her life and his. Norris was not breathing on his own when he was born on March 10, 1940 and had to be monitored in intensive care for the first 5 days. "Wilma's baby probably isn't going to live," his grandmother wrote in a letter that week. He beat the odds, because he's Chuck Norris. Number 2. Chuck Norris is a military veteran. Born on March 10, 1940 in Ryan, Oklahoma, Norris was the oldest of 3 boys and a self-described shy child. After a move to California, Norris attended North Torrance High School. After graduating, he joined the U.S. Air Force, where he became a member of the military police in the hopes of pursuing a career in law enforcement. It was in the service, while being stationed at Osan Air Base in South Korea, that Norris first discovered the martial arts. When he once found himself unable to control a rowdy drunk in a bar while on patrol duty, Norris realized he needed combat skills. He studied Tang, Do and Taekwondo before returning to California. When he was discharged from the Air Force in 1962, Norris began teaching the skills he had acquired to students. Number 3. Steve McQueen got Chuck Norris into acting. Norris became a world champion in karate contests, which lent credence to his abilities as a martial arts instructor. He taught several celebrities the finer points of self-defense, including the Osmonds, Priscilla Presley, and Steve McQueen. Norris even trained Price is Right host Bob Barker. But not all his schools were doing well, and after retiring from competition in 1974, Norris was looking for other opportunities. McQueen suggested that Norris try his hand at acting. McQueen was right eventually. It took several years and 9 films, but Norris had a breakthrough with 1982's Lone Wolf McQuade. Number 4. Chuck Norris needed to obey a producer's request in order to face off against Bruce Lee. While Norris didn't become a household name until the 1980s, his turn as a villain in 1972's Return of the Dragon, also known as Way of the Dragon, opposite Bruce Lee wound up being a seminal meeting of 2 on-screen martial arts legends. When Lee was looking for an adversary for the climactic fight, he called Norris, whom he knew and was friends with. But the film's producer insisted that Norris gain 20 pounds so that he would appear to be much larger than Lee on camera. "That's why I don't do jump kicks," in the movie, Norris told Empire in 2007. "I couldn't get off the ground." Number 5. Chuck Norris founded his own martial arts system. Taking the knowledge he had acquired over many years of training in Tang, Do and Taekwondo, Norris developed his own unique martial arts system and philosophy that he eventually dubbed Chun Kuk-Do. In addition to combat techniques, the system encourages students to develop themselves to their maximum potential and look for the good in other people. It was renamed the Chuck Norris System in 2015. Number 6. He was a karate champion. Norris began competing professionally in 1964, initially to drum up business for his karate schools. He won the World Professional Middle-Weight Karate Champion title in 1968 and held it for 6 consecutive years, until age 34. Chuck retired from competition in 1974 with a record of 183-10-2 and was named Fighter of the Year by Black Belt magazine. Number 7. Chuck Norris once marketed Chuck Norris action jeans. Thanks to his fame in the martial arts world, Norris was sought after to endorse athletic products. In 1982, martial arts equipment company Century recruited Norris to be a spokesperson for their karate jeans, which featured flexible fabric sewn into the crotch that would presumably allow the wearer to deliver a bone-crunching kick while looking fashionable. Eventually renamed Action Jeans, Norris promoted them for years. Number 8. Chuck Norris had his own cartoon series. At the height of his popularity in the 1980s, Norris teamed with animation company Ruby Spears for an animated series, Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos. The show featured Norris and a team of martial artists fighting villains like Super Ninja and The Claw. Although 65 shows were planned, just a few aired. "We only did 6 of them," and then a woman at CBS said, "Those are too violent," Norris told MTV News in 2009. Number 9. Chuck Norris is a real Texas Ranger. For 8 seasons, Norris pummeled bad guys as the star of the 1990s CBS television series Walker, Texas Ranger, which became the first primetime show shot on location in Texas at Norris's insistence. In 2010, Norris was named an honorary member of the Texas Rangers by State Governor Rick Perry in acknowledgement of Norris's work in raising awareness for the elite unit and for his work helping underprivileged youths via martial arts programs. Norris's brother, Aaron Norris, who was an executive producer on the show, also received the designation. Number 10. Chuck Norris's role in DodgeBall was a surprise to Chuck Norris. Norris is generally good-humored about his persona and is often willing to poke fun at himself. But when he was asked to do a cameo in the 2004 comedy DodgeBall, a true underdog story, he passed because he didn't feel like driving 3 hours to the movie's set in Long Beach, California. When star Ben Stiller called to ask personally, Norris agreed, but didn't read the script. He simply shot his scene where he offers a thumbs up to the dodgeball competitors. When Norris saw the movie in theaters, he was surprised at the context. But in the end, when Ben's a big fatty and watching TV, the last line of the whole movie is, "Fucking Chuck Norris," Norris told Empire in 2007. "My mouth fell open to hear. I said, holy mackerel. That was a shock, Ben didn't tell me about that."